Hello, good evening everyone. I'm Hashanna Nayaka. Today I thought of doing some review exercises on equation. Okay, so today our topic is equation 2, equation part 2. Why I am doing review exercises is before before the next lesson I want to brush up what we have learned so far under equations. Okay, without further delay, let me target few exercises. Okay, what I thought of is using some famous cricketers' names under this topic. Okay, they are famous names such as Tissara, Angelo, Malinga, Dasun, and Chandimal. Okay. Okay, here under Tissara, what I'm going to write is, he says, I have 20 mangoes. Angelo says, the number of mangoes Tissara has is 10 more than what I have, and what he has here is X. Okay, he said the number of mangoes Tissara has is 10 more than what I have, and he has the number of mangoes Angelo has is X. Okay, then Malinga, the number of mangoes Tissara has is 8 greater than thrice of mine. Thrice of mine, that means thrice of Malinga's. Which is T. Okay. Now there are some more stories regarding Chandimal and Dasun as well. But before that, let me take two relationships under these three statements. First is, Tissara says he has 20 mangoes. Angelo says, the number of mangoes Tissara has, that means the number of mangoes Tissara means these 20 mangoes is 10 more than what he has, what Angelo has. 10 more than what Angelo has. Angelo has the number of mangoes Angelo has is X. 10 more than X is what Tissara has in terms of X. Okay, so we can say the number of mangoes Tissara has in terms of X. So in terms of what Angelo has can be written as the number of mangoes Tissara has is 10 more than what Angelo has. 10 more than what Angelo has means X. The number of mangoes Tisera has is 10 more than what Angelo has. 10 more than X. So it will be X plus 10. So the number of mangoes Tisera has means 10 more than X. That means X plus 10. And Tisera also says he has 20 mangoes. Okay, so the number of mangoes Tisera has in figures means 20. Okay, the number of mangoes Tisera has is X plus 10 according to what Angelo has in terms of X. That is also equal to 20. So we can make an equation with these two expressions. So we can say X plus 10 is equal to 20. Okay, this is the expression we can make. Now the thing is, next we have to do is we have to find X. That means the number of mangoes Angelo has. So to do that we have to solve this equation. Okay, I am going to do it here after erasing the statements of Angie's. Okay, so we can say X plus 10 is equal to 20. And I want to make X the subject. So what shall we do? Now 10 is the hindrance. Okay, so we want to remove 10. To remove 10, what we can do is we can subtract 10 from 10. Okay, to remove 10, what I did is I minus 10 from 10. If we try this to left hand side, we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. If we subtract 5 from left hand side means we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. If we add 10 means to the left means we have to do the same thing to the right as well. Likewise, if we subtract 10 from left hand side, we have to do the same thing to the right hand. Now we can remove 10. 10 minus 10 means 0. So X is remaining. So X equals 20 minus 10 means 10. So the number of mangoes Angie has is 10. Okay, so Angelo's amount is the number of mangoes Angie has is equal to 10. Okay, once we solve this equation. Next is a statement given by Malin. That is, the number of mangoes Tisera has is 8 greater than thrice of mine. Thrice of mine means thrice of Malin. The number of mangoes Tisera has is 8 greater than thrice of Malin, which is T. Okay, so 8 greater than thrice of. So Malinga's number of mangoes Malinga has is T. Okay, the number of mangoes Malinga has equals T. Thrice of what Malinga has means you have to multiply T by 3, which is 3T. Okay, the number of mangoes Malinga has is T, and it is a thrice of Malinga's. The number of mangoes Tisera has is 8 greater than thrice of mine, thrice of Malinga's, and Malinga's number is T. So thrice of that means 3 times T, which is equal to 3T. So the number of mangoes Tisera has in terms of T means, okay, 8 greater than thrice of what Malinga has. Malinga has is T, thrice of that means 3T. 8 more than thrice T. So the number of mangoes Tisera has in terms of T or in terms of what Malinga has is 8 greater than thrice of what Malinga has. So 8 plus 3 times T means 3T. So we can say this is also equal to what Tisera has in figures. So Tisera's mangoes in figures means we know that is 20. So we can say 3T plus 8 is equal to 20. Now I am going to solve this equation. Okay, I am going to erase the statement given by Malinga first. So what we have to do is we know according to Malinga's number of mangoes, what Tisera has is in T terms it is 3T plus 8 that is equal to 20. And we want to find the number of mangoes Malinga has. First of all we have to do is we have to remove 8, not 3. First we have to remove 8. Okay. After that we have to remove 3. Okay, so first of all we have to remove 8. So what we can do is we can subtract 8 from 8 and we have to do this, apply the same theory to other side as well. So 8 to 8 cancels, 3T means 12. Now we have to remove 3. 3T means 3 times T. So to remove 3 means we have to divide this by 3. 3 means 3 times T. To remove 3 we have to divide by 3. Hence, in front of T it will be 1. Okay. But if we multiply this by 0 we won't get T terms. So to get a T term what we have to do is we have to divide 3 by 3. Hence, we get a T term. Because here is 1, 1 times T is T. So it will be T equals 12 means 3 times 4, T equals 4. Again, 3T plus 8 is equal to 20. To remove 8 I subtracted 8, that is okay. Then 3T equals 12. To remove 3, this is multiplication, 3 times T. So to remove the multiplication part we have to divide the figure front of T by the same value. So 3 has to be divided by 3 or 3T has to be divided by 3. So 3 to 3 we get cancelled, that means 1 over. There's 1 3 above and 1 3 below. So 1 to 1. So 1 times T is T divided by 1 is also T. So we get a T term here. 12 divided by 2 means 4. So what Malinga has, the number of mangoes Malinga has means 4. Next. Next is Chandimal. Okay. And what Chandimal says is the number of mangoes Tisera has is 8 less than mine. So what Chandimal has is, it is said R. Okay, so what Chandimal has is R. So the number of mangoes Tisera has means 8 less than R. Okay, so this is the relationship. Chandimal has R mangoes. Tisera has 8 less than what Chandimal has. So what we have to do is we have to subtract 8 from R. Okay. 8 less means you have to subtract 8 from R. This is what Tisera has in terms of R. This is also equal to 20. Now we have to remove 8. Okay, what we have to do is here we have to add 8. If there is minus mark, what we have to do? We have to do the opposite thing, addition. Here also 20 plus 8 that means. To remove minus 8, what we have to do is we have to try plus 8. Hence we can cancel out. If we add plus 8 here, we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. So minus 8 and plus 8 get cancelled. So R becomes 28. So the number of mangoes Chandimal has means 28. The number of mangoes Chandi has means then, which is equal to R, that is 28. Malinga means and finally captain. Okay, Dasun. Okay, according to capital D Dasun, what he says is the number of mangoes Tisara Ayya has. Okay, Tisara Ayya has half of what I got. Half of what I have. And what Dasun has is, the number of mangoes Dasun has is Y. Okay, so half of what Dasun has. The number of mangoes Dasun has means Y. Half means you have to divide Y by 2. Half of Dasun's amount is equal to Tisara's number of mangoes. Okay, according to Dasun, the number of mangoes Tisara has is Y divided by 2, because the number of mangoes Dasun has is Y, and what Tisara has is half of what Dasun has. So Y divided by 2 is equal to 20. Now we will check who's the millionaire. Okay, who has the bigger the number there. So what we have to do is we have to remove this 2 beneath. Y divided by 2 means what we have to do is we have to multiply. To remove division, what we have to do is we have to do multiplication. To remove multiplication, what we have to do is division. So when we multiply left hand side by 2, we have to do the same thing to the right hand side. So 1, 2 and 1, 2. So Y is equal to 40. My God, Dasun has 40 mangoes. Okay, don't know for what. So according to these figures, the number of mangoes Dasun has means, which is equal to Y, is equal to 40 mangoes. He has more money than others, it seems like. Okay. Next. Okay. Okay. That's it for today. Thank you very much.